With so much information available about the different cord blood banking options that will soon be offered to Canadians through private family banks and new public banks, Canadians should feel empowered to make the right choice for their families.
We are very excited about the arrival of a public bank in Canada, just as in many countries around the world where public banks and family banks coexist. People will now have a choice between either donating their cord blood or keeping it for their family. It's very important to educate yourself about the differences between doing family banking and public banking.
So how do you choose whether to go with a private family bank or hold out for a public one? There are really only a few key differences between the family and public banking process, but they're significant. Dr. Clifford Liebrack, founder and director of Create Cord Blood Bank, explains.
About 50 to 75% of samples that are donated to a public bank may not actually be banked because they have a very strict criteria of which samples they will bank for their donators. It's also important to realize if you donate your cord blood to a public bank, you lose custodial rights to that sample, and the sample could be used for anyone around the world, whereas if you bank it in a family bank, you then retain the rights to the sample for use for your family in the future.
Just how important is cord blood banking in Canada? Stem cells have made significant advances in regenerative medicine and the potential treatment of various diseases.
There's lots of new research on new diseases that have been able to be treated with cord blood. For example, diabetes and cerebral palsy are good examples of recent advances in this whole area. And there's even a randomized trial on autism with cord blood banking. We have a very ethnically diverse population, and there are many mixed-race couples. Those people will have more difficulty often to find matches for their stem cell transplantation.
Maya Smirlik is currently expecting her second child, and after reviewing her options, has chosen to bank her baby's cord blood with a family bank.
I decided to bank cord blood as well as peristem because I thought it was a really good investment in my family's future. I really hope never to have to use it, but if I do, it's there for me and my family.
Our hope is now, with the availability of public banking and family banking at the same time, that there will be more awareness and more families will choose to bank their cord blood in the future.